Hello, welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live, where we solve the world's best crosswords together every day live on stream. We are rolling on Jessup Ketchup just joined. We're rolling on TikTok. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Arkadium's in chat. Jessica just joined. We are ready to roll. My name is Jack. I will guide us through the crossword. But these are always the most fun, the more collaborative they are. So if you see a clue and think you know the answer, then pop it into chat, and I will collect everybody's input and really make this a group-solving effort. Lay, hello to you. And Sella says, let's go. All right, let's go. And someone said called Raza is writing Zort. I don't know if that's a guess for one across, but it doesn't quite fit. Drink Fake Coke has a good guess. Amy Gal says, hey, hey, hey. And user255 likes the live. All right. Nikki 4-star also likes MLB. Before we do one across, let me just check the title of the puzzle. Today, we're not doing an LA Times today. We're doing a Stan Newman hard crossword today, and it's called What's Your Line? So that's the title. It'll probably make sense one day once we discover what the theme is. Let's just keep it in mind. Meanwhile, Sella and Shania guess MLB for one across, which I really like, because one across is org offering the @bat app. So I don't know the @bat app, but it just makes so much sense that it would be the MLB. Okay, hold on, just setting up my chat. Elijah asking me, do I play Roblox? I don't play Roblox, but I know it's very popular. I'm assuming you're a fan? UK legislators at one down. Does anyone have the @bat app? Org offering the @bat app. Someone is a baseball fan. Amy Gal says no idea what either of those are. You mean one across and one down? Drink Fake Coke and Dad Not Dude say MPs. Ah, Sella has the @bat app. Okay. So it's not this obscure thing. UK legislators are MPs. That stands for Members of Parliament, by the way. So that's looking good as well. Little sphere in a whistle. Oh, interesting. I'm picturing a whistle. They do have a little ball in there, right? And I feel like that's how the whistle sound gets made, because the air blows around the ball. Like the ball obstructs, but I've never thought about what that thing is called. People, it's a P? Drink Fake Coke and Dad Not Dude and Lay are all saying a P. Is that real? That ball is called a P? Oh, it's just the second across entry, and I've already learned something. That's cool. You guys are smart. Rosa, Rita, and Pam also knew P. Nice work. All right, let's see if you know two down. Smarty Pantses. Home video format. LE. And Miguel says, oh, I was thinking Pip. I didn't know it was called a P. Yeah, Pip is like a spot on dice. Those are called pips. So that could have been the name for the little ball bearing. You can even see it near the little opening on the side. Yeah, you can sometimes see the ball rattling around in there. Jessica says you learn something new every day. Yeah, hopefully we'll even learn a couple things today, this crossword. Sella says Laserdisc, and Rob agrees. I like Laserdisc as well, but it doesn't work with P. Ooh. Now we're really calling into question. And then Girl Boss says can't be P because this is Laserdisc. Uh-oh. After all that. All right, should we check 3 down, maybe? Obstruct for protection. Ooh, somehow this is not going to be the savior I needed it to be. User255 says, Smarty, where's the girl with the emojis? There are a lot of people with emojis in chat. I think you might be thinking Lucinda is often given. What do we got? Too much stuff on my phone screen. Can't see anything. Oh, that's a bummer. TikTok is a little cluttered. All right, let's do some of the other short acrosses. Far from innovative at 20 across. Miniest Mini is on YouTube. Hello to you. How you doing, Miniest Mini? Ooh, oh, Lay and... Oh, wait. I moved on too quickly because Lay and Amy Gal have a very nice guess for 3 down. Barricade, wow. Just off the BA, that is impressive. Obstruct for protection is to barricade. I see, you barricade the doors and you're obstructing them on purpose to protect yourself. Very nice. Another movie guy says 3 down is absolutely barricade. Okay, cool. So what does this mean then? Ah, Lucinda is in chat. And we did look at far from innovative. And Lay is saying tripe, and Amy Gal is saying trite. I like trite a little bit more, because trite means unoriginal, right? Kind of stale and played. Jilly, hi to you. How you doing? But Trite does not work with Laserdisc. People were thinking Laserdisc for this. Home video format. So what is this? Jilly, thanks for the heart. What is this? Maybe we need more crosses. Brandon Kaplan and Eance both saying letterbox. Ah, okay. Usually you see Letterboxd these days as that movie rating site, right? It's kind of like Goodreads for movies. But I guess Letterboxd is an actual video format? Is that where the name comes from? Does anyone know what Letterboxd actually means in this context? We're about to learn two things today. Austrian article at 23 across. Rob says that works well because TVs were square. Oh, bars on top and bottom, Sella says. I see. That's right. Oh, and another movie guy should really know this. Got movies and popcorn in his username. So I trust you on all things Letterboxd. Very cool. Barbara says, I didn't get notifications. I came looking. Well, I'm glad you made it here. Chennai says, transferred to home video formats while preserving the original aspect ratio. Letterboxing, and then Drinkfake Coke says, letterboxing is putting black bars to make it fit with the movie format. Ah, very nice. Another movie guy says, I'll be your movie, phone a friend. All right, stick around because I'm going to need you. Austrian article, a bunch of people writing ein. Yeah, they speak German or variants of German in Austria, and this is how you say or one in German. Boy am blank trouble. Boy am blank trouble. Blake, this one's you. What do you got? Yeah, Blake got it. Boy, am I in trouble. That's what I would have been feeling in this first section if it weren't for you guys. This was not an easy first section, and you guys made it look like a snap. Okay, 17 across looks like our first theme answer. It's got a star, which is usually an indicator that there's something thematic going on. The clue is chamber ensemble. And we got an STRI. Not super obvious. Yeah, Tina gets a string band. I like string for chamber. Yeah, Lucinda and Dad Not Dude also like string, and Jessica string something, maybe band. Eance says string trio, which it could be. Maybe we leave string and see what comes. Herefore it says string quartet, which would be a nice entry, but it doesn't fit. Let's check some downs. Jilly, thanks for sharing the live. If anyone else has friends or family who like crosswords, let them know we're here and having a good time. Porgy and Bess contraction. Oh boy. I guess I can work this. Problem is a lot of contractions could fit here. Dad Not Dude and Tina and Lay, so everyone knows which contraction it is. I'm feeling ignorant today. Between P and letterbox and ain't. Porgy and Bess contraction. This might have been before my time. Ain't misbehaving, is that what it is? 5 down. Pulitzer winner for Picnic. Pulitzer winner for Picnic. Yeah, Shania putting in a vote for Trio. The thing is, we had Band as another guess, which also fits the clue as well. So I'm leaving it blank for now. We'll get 6 across next and settle it. Yeah, I like what Dad Not Dude and Rob are giving me here. And Fiona say Ing. I think it's William Ing is a playwright who wrote Picnic. Good work. Cavity in a lung. Miniest Mini says this is hard. I know it is hard. It's in the title of the type of crossword. This is a Stan Newman hard crossword, so that's by design. But when we're all together, we actually make progress on these. Rob says he also wrote bus stop. All right, Piers writes cavity in a lung is an air sac. Interesting. Looks very promising. Yeah, Holly guessing airway, which it could be as well. Okay, this one should hopefully settle what 17 across is. Proof of purchase. Proof is abbreviated, so the answer is likely abbreviated. And starts with an R. 3 letters. Pierce says airway might be better. Okay, we'll settle that soon enough. But yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing for 6 down. A lot of people writing receipt. RCT. I think RCT is short for receipt, and that's a proof of purchase. And what I like about this as well is that the T works with string trio, which was my preferred of the guesses for 17 across. Okay, so our first theme answer it's looking like is string trio. I don't know what it means yet, but we will learn soon enough, I hope. Buffy on TV, oh my god. I am the biggest Buffy fan you will ever meet. Any Buffy fans with me today? I always smile when I see a Buffy reference. Rob says Slayer, which would be a cool answer, but it's not going to be Slayer. Yeah. Rob is a Buffy fan. That's what I like to see. Fiona's a Buffy fan. Yeah. Vampire Slayer, if only. Amy gotta love Buffy. Oh, that's awesome. You guys are my people. George says, I don't know who Buffy is. George, go back. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a popular show. It started airing in 97 and then into the early 2000s. It starred Sarah Michelle Gellar, which explains the answer to this clue. And even though, I mean, it sounds like a teen show about killing vampires, which on the one hand it is, but it's also surprisingly profound and deep. Drink Fake Coke says, George, you are cool. You need to know who Buffy is. George says, maybe I'm too young. Ah, that might be it. Maybe it was before your time, but it's a timeless show, so I think you should. Rob says favorite episode, Hush. That's a very good pick. I love Hush as well. I'm a sucker for Once More with Feeling, though. I know it's the easy answer, but it's just so good. Using bills to pay bills. NJD writes in cash. It's a nice clue. Use dollar bills to pay your bills. You're paying in cash. Lucinda coming in with these trademark emojis. Rob says it's timeless except for season 1 visual effects. Fair. Yeah, the visuals are outdated. I will agree with that. I will concede that. Arkadium says if your brain's overheating, you're not alone. We're all in the struggle. Yes. We're all here to overheat together, and then we will earn our cold cocktail. Lucinda also likes Hush. Hush is a great one. Definitely in my top 5. Author of 500 plus books, Asimov. Wow, he really wrote 500 plus books? Isaac Asimov, famous sci-fi writer, if anyone doesn't know him. Rob O says, I think I've read them all, too. Wow, that would be impressive. Reading all 500 Asimov books? I've seen every episode of Buffy. Am I as impressive as you? Acoustic accessory. Blake says, I like Tabula Rasa personally. That's a really good one, too. That one's right after the musical episode. Oh, and then George also saying, ain't no way you all know Asimov. Who even is that guy? Oh, no, George, you might be too young. Isaac Asimov wrote I, Robot, if you've heard of I, Robot. Very prolific sci-fi writer. And kind of introduced a lot of the sci-fi tropes that we now take for granted. Miniest Mini on YouTube says amp for acoustic accessory. I like that. Yeah, take an amp. See, not too hard for you, Mini. Rob O says most of them are short stories, so a lot of anthologies. Yeah. Cletus says, is this the Sunday Times? No, this is not the Sunday Times. This is the Stan Newman hard crossword of today. And Shania and Here For It know Deepak Chopra is, yeah, physician and new ager. I know Deepak Chopra from showing up on like YouTube shorts with some philosophical ideas. Okay. Musical cast member. Looks like another themer because we have the star. And maybe we're getting a musical theme today because we have chamber ensemble and musical cast member. So it seems like maybe something musical is going on here. Tina guesses chorus. Yeah, chorus something. Drink Fake Coke says chorus girl, but that doesn't fit. So maybe chorus boy, Dad Not Dude suggests. Chorus something. Chorus man, yeah. Okay. So chorus something, we'll leave it at that. Most people like chorus boy. John R says chorus boy. So let's go with that for now. Let's remind ourselves, by the way, the title is What's Your Line? Not the most informative title. Chorusist, says Los Pantalones. All right, let's check the downs. Check this B. Colgate competitor. Can we make it work with a B? I actually think we can. I think we can. And what's your line, like in a play or movie? Yeah, maybe. Or in a musical performance? A lot of people guessing crest, which I guess does fit, but it doesn't work with our B if we like. But Oral B. Yeah, Cletus Van Dam. And your tour guide. Oh, no, your tour guide, yeah, your tour guide guessed crest. Okay. But I like Oral B if the B is correct. Let's check the Y as well. Can we make sense of this? This is what Dad Not Dude and Drink Fake Coke were answering. Essay, I see. Essay looks good. I think boy is right. We'll check the O as well. Get your mitts off of me. Okay. And it's got this unconventional spelling. What does that mean? Yeah, Team Matzo pointing out What's My Line is an old TV radio program. Maybe it's a play on that. Yeah. Could be. Yeah, let go. Get your mitts off of me. Let go. Seems very plausible. All right, let's check some crosses. One and only. Okay, looking promising. Looking promising. Devvox says can't see. Is that something that I can fix on my end, Devvox? I don't want the screen to be too cluttered for you. That's often how I feel on TikTok in general, is that like they like to have a very busy screen, but I'm sorry it's interfering with your... Wow, Jessica puts... Okay, soul looks like one and only, and Jessica putting fish, I think because soul is also a type of fish. You guys are always giving me puzzles with your emojis. And then here we have, this looks like French. Extremement. Yeah. And Fiona and Sella are guessing Trace. I think you pronounce the S. Extremement. Trace means very in French. And I'm assuming this means extremely. Cool. Cool. Let's see. All right. Sprees. Oh, it's pronounced Trey. Apologies. Pierce says Trey. Okay. My French pronunciations are terrible. So Trey it is. I took Spanish. That's why I was tempted to say Trace. Miniest Mini says I'm using a laptop and I can see it. Maybe it's a phone problem. Sprees. Angel. Angel is in chat. We were just talking about Buffy. Are you a Buffy fan? Jags. Yeah, Jags looks good. And so it wasn't let go. Get your mitts off of me. I guess the misspelling was to get you to Lego. Let go of me. Get your mitts off of me. I'm surprised they resist the urge to reference Lego My Ego. That's definitely what I think when I see these 5 letters together. Yeah, Lego My Ego, exactly. Common Russian name at 22 across. Let's see. Yeah, I'm liking this. Oh, Blake says, is Jags a Northeastern thing? Never heard it in Georgia. I don't think so. I think a Jag is just, yeah, like a spree. If you go on a Jag, maybe you could call it Jag. It's sort of just an outdated term, I think. But you could call a lively outing a Jag. Although this STJ I'm noticing is very strange. Pony Express starting point. But Jesus and NJD are telling me that Olga is the common Russian name. That looks good. And then Sella, very smart Sella, is saying St. Joseph. Drink Fake Coke says we had it a couple days ago too. You had St. Joseph a couple days ago or something else? Or Jag? Pony Express starting point, St. Joseph. So the Pony Express was an old mail route, right? Where they would literally deliver mail with horses. But I don't know St. Joseph. But it works with all our crosses, so I'll trust you guys. St. Joseph, Missouri, says Dad, not dude. And the Minius Mini says ST as in Saint. Yeah, exactly. That's the idea. All right. Barbara on Facebook knew St. Joseph as well. Nicely done. All right, we're making some smooth progress. Still have no idea what the theme is. Urn, for instance. 29 across. Urn, for instance. Yeah, Eve and Here for It. Man, these usernames are going so fast I can't even catch them all, but you know who you are. Vanilla and volcanoes, right? Vase. Yeah, an urn, for instance, is the type of vase. All right, this is looking good. I kind of want to clean up this section. Keep our left to right pattern. Vanilla, thank you for the heart. You're the best. What the Fonz called Richie's dad. Wow, there are a lot of references in this crossword that Porgy and Bess was not for me, and Happy Days. It's just not something I know. Mr. C does make sense. Okay, Mr. something. Wirebender, got that one. Nice work. Cool. Law Practice Magazine publisher at 30 across. Law Practice Magazine publisher. Cunningham. Everyone's telling me Wirebender says Mr. C. Richie, it was Richie Cunningham. Is that the character? And so Fonz would call his dad Mr. C because the Fonz was cool. And he shortens names like a cool guy. Yeah, Law Practice Magazine, looking like ABA, the American Bar Association. Kind of reminds me of this clue on MLB. I don't know that app. I don't know Law Practice Magazine, but they're inferable because who else would put these things out? Cornfield diversion at 26. Drink Fake Coke says, you're the cool guy, Jack. Yeah, I'm about as cool as Fonz, right? We should get me a leather jacket. Some dude and Holly Joyce and Jessica all say maze. That's a fun concept. Cornfield diversion is a maze. Looks great. Whoa, okay, 37 looks like a revealer of sorts. It looks like we're getting our theme explained to us in this big central spanning entry. What each starred answer has. What each starred answer has. So we have 2 starred answers so far. Presumably we'll have a couple more. Chamber ensemble. Oh, no. String trio and chorus boy are our 2 starred answers so far. Voiceless Scream says Zodiac something. Lay is seeing Zodiac as well. Everyone likes Zodiac. I guess the ZOD does limit the possibilities. Huh. Maybe we need some crosses. Intriguing, though. Zodiac character. So it's going to be like Aries is the ram, and so ram might be hidden in an entry somewhere. Not sure. Zodiac half. Maybe we have to... Yeah, we're working on it, but I don't think we're there yet. Let's check 41. Higher ups. And Lay is asking for 24 down. That's this one. Yeah, we'll work on both. Phantom broke its Broadway run record. Ah, interesting. I don't think I knew this, but I can see what the answer has to be. Phantom broke its Broadway run record. Meanwhile, everyone is answering 41 across. Higher ups are execs, short for executives. Yeah. And fun guy. We got a cool guy and a fun guy in chat. It says cats. Yeah. So Phantom broke Cats. Phantom of the Opera broke the Broadway run record of Cats. I think they're both by Andrew Lloyd Webber. Imagine beating your own record like that. So impressive. Pierre's giving me the cat emojis. Yeah. Okay, cool. Dead Not Dude says Zodiac sign something. Zodiac or Zodiacs, that's true. It could be either. DevVox says genius he was. Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber was absolutely a genius. And then people are telling me sine qua non. I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, just like Trey. But this means like something essential or necessary. William got qua. Okay, some dude is making a more specific guess for the middle one. Some dude says zodiac sign rhyme. It does fit. Is it true? String trio Leo. Core Taurus. It's actually rhymes. Some dude, you nailed it. Were other people saying that, or was it just you? Wow. I needed a revealing answer for that. No way I was going to notice that on my own. Yeah, Chorus and Taurus. Very nice. Rob is like, whoa. Yeah, some dude. You should have a more specific name. I want to shout you out by name. Chorus Boy Taurus. Yeah, I think this is right. Jessica says so smart. I know. It's really good. Shania's like, bro, that's wild. Lucky given the head explosion emoji. I live for this moment when you crack the theme. You just get insight washed over you. Someone called Hellfire says UPC. Yeah, scannable stripes. This is universal product code, and it's a barcode. Arkadium says teamwork is everything. I couldn't agree more. Everybody contributes on these streams. I love it. 31 across, we got Not Beyond. Oh, Amy Gal, so smart. Oh, Amy Gal pointing out something else. I forgot to recheck. Think about the title. What's your line? It rhymes with what's your sign? Ah, very nice. Good observation, Amy. Yeah, what's your line? It's actually what's your sign. Eve and Holly both write up to for not beyond. Yeah, go up to, but not any farther. And Jilly seeing quasar for very bright celestial object. Nice. Barbara's mind is also blown on Facebook. Yeah, quasar. Very bright celestial object. Cool. Sunflower seed product at 32 down. Tim after Tim. That's a funny username. Sunflower seed product. Yeah, AJ Bradley and Lucinda and Levi Jacobson all writing oil. Sunflower seed oil. Barbara on Facebook knew it as well. Nice work, everybody. Appear ominously at 42. Lucinda giving me my sunflower emojis. Hellfire says, what are you doing these crosswords on? I'm so glad you asked. This is on Arkadium.com. Check it out. Go to Arkadium.com. They put out like 12 different crosswords a day, and they're all fantastic. And we pick one of them to solve live on stream. So we're here every day at noon. If you want to follow us, that's a great way to be reminded of when we're streaming. If you're watching and enjoying and you're not following, do consider it. It really helps us continue the show, and it helps you because it'll remind you when we're streaming. Pam followed. Thank you, Pam. Appear ominously. We actually have a lot of different guesses in chat. Oh, Miniest Mini writes lurk, which I like. Or leer. I don't think leer means appear as much. Other people on TikTok are guessing leer as well. Pierce, thanks for the heart. Amy Gall says loom. Yeah, Arkadium says same time tomorrow. Follow so you don't forget. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better myself. Appear ominously is to loom. Loki says, is it your website? It's not my website. I stream the crosswords for Arkadium, but I did not start Arkadium. Arkadium actually started as like a meet cute. The two top dogs at Arkadium are married, and I think they came up with the idea on their first date. You should look it up. It's a cute story, and it's written on the website somewhere. Many mythological figures. I took out loom, by the way, because we had a bunch of different guesses. Yeah, because Jessica says lurk is good. Loki likes loom, so I'm really not sure which one to put. But many mythological figures, gods. Everyone's writing gods. Yeah. Shania says Amay and her partner. No, Amay also didn't start Arkadium. She's like me, just hosting the crosswords. If gods is right, then it's got to be loom. Oh, Juliana moved to Facebook and says, I like it over here better than TikTok. Ah, that's interesting data for me. Well, I'm glad you're still watching. Appear ominously looks like loom. And what else do we have? The time blank the place. Bunch of people guessing not, but Tina and Pam, I think nor does work a little bit better. It's neither the time nor the place, I would think. I guess it could be not, but nor just feels a little more. Oh, Aries Gaming is in chat, and I don't know if you've seen the theme, but it's right up your alley. Like some humor or humorless. Keegan and Pris Everlasting. By the way, Morgnostic, thanks for following us. Yeah, say dry. That looks good. That looks good. And then someone called Not the Famous Shania just joined on Instagram. Is that related to the Shania we tend to get on TikTok, or is that a total coincidence? Yeah, humor can be dry, and I guess if you're humorless, you're dry. Oh, wow. Male writes, nefarious rhymes with Aquarius. I hope that's right. That's a really good one. Okay, ROTC beneficiary. Yeah, U.S. Army. Eve got that. Mint T got that. And then Shania says, that was me. I was trying to see what the difference was. That's my personal account on Instagram. Ah, how'd it look on Instagram? No one ever plays on Instagram, and I don't know why. Actually, if you have insight into that, if you're on Instagram and being like, oh, turns out you can't, it's really annoying to comment or something, that would be useful. Rose Petal Eater. Oh, I misspelled Army. Apologies. U.S. Army. My bad. Yeah, some dude and drink fake Coke like aphid. Yeah, Miniest Mini says, I think dry humor is like being funny with a straight face. Yeah, I think that's a good way to describe it. If you're dry humor, you're not. Yeah, exactly. You crack a joke, but you keep it cool. User 255 says, this chat is so smart. I know. I know. You guys impress me every day. Like fairways at 4 a.m. Interesting. Like fairways at 4 a.m. What do we got? Eve says the Brits have a dry sense of humor. Yeah, I think you're right. I think they are known for having a dry sense of humor. It's a good thing. Coco and Kate both write dewy. I don't know why. I really like this clue. It just paints such a serene image for me. Fairways are, golf greens, and just picture them at 4 a.m. when the dew is glistening on the grass. Something very attractive about that clue. Auto made in South Carolina. Piers confirming, yes, we do. Yes, we have a dry sense of humor. Coco and Blake and W-Dub say BMW. W-Dub says BMW. Yeah, auto made in South Carolina. That seems right. Rob O says BMWs aren't made in Germany. Fair question. Maybe one of the smarties in chat can answer it. But Barbara also guesses BMW. Prius or Insight? Okay, I'm going to look at this one and then go back over to the left. I shouldn't have looked at this one. Getting ahead of ourselves. But since we already flashed it on screen, I know people are going to get it. Yeah, Voiceless Scream got it. Very nice. Aries Gaming in chat deserves extra credit today just for being part of the theme. Hybrid car is Juliana on Facebook. Hybrid car. That's got to be right. A Prius is definitely a hybrid. We had the HYB. I like hybrid car. All right, now on to our emptiness over here. I couldn't blank thing. I couldn't blank thing. Huh. Normally, I feel like I know exactly what they're getting at with these fill in the blanks, but I'm not seeing this one. I couldn't blank thing. Pam says, I'm so proud of getting BMW, lol. You should be. That was a good one. Unknown Stuntman and Tina and Blake and Morgnostic and Pixie all say Eata. I couldn't eat a thing. Yeah, that works. I couldn't eat a thing. I'm so full I couldn't eat a thing. Barbara guesses I couldn't say a thing, which I guess could be it too. Let's check the down. Actually, I kind of want to check 49 across because I think this is going to be one of our... Yeah, we haven't done this yet. So we're doing zodiac sign rhymes. We have string trio, trio rhymes with Leo, chorus boy, chorus rhymes with Taurus. So we're going to get a rhyme of a zodiac sign in this answer somewhere. Pam says, gotta go right now. Bye, y'all. Bye, Pam. Do come back soon. We do this every day at noon, so tune in tomorrow. Rob says, I'm a crook. Yeah, I'm looking for the zodiac rhyme in that one. But I also don't think he would have titled his first book. What is it? Yeah. I think JF is right. It's 6 crises. Yeah, I think his book was about the political crises that he was involved in or something. And crises rhymes with Pisces, which is the real confirmation. It's pretty funny. This X does look weird, though. Let's check it. Utility knife name. Okay, that actually works. Actually works. Yeah. Melissa says Googled it, lol. No, no Googling. We don't need it. Okay, Jilly and Tina and BS Price say Zacto. Aries Gaming says Zacto for sure. Yeah, Zacto knife. It's a utility knife. Starts with an X. Juliana Hubbard on Facebook also knew it. Nice work. In the back of my mind, I'm working on all these zodiac rhymes. I really like, someone said Aquarius and Nefarious. That would be pretty awesome. Amy Gal says, Buffy once cut off a vamp's head with a little Zacto knife. I don't remember that one. Do you remember what episode? Yeah, Male, it was you. I was so proud of my Nefarious, though. Hey, we got one more themer, 59 across. Maybe you'll get it. Okay, Picnic Tote. A lot of people saying ice cream. Wendy says ice crate. And Team Matzo says ice chest. What's it going to be? Ice... Well, maybe we check the crosses. Maybe we check the crosses. Wow, you guys are going so fast. Blake says, remember when they summoned the demon who was actual size? Yes, that was hilarious. They summoned a demon from a book, and there was an image of the demon, and it looked really scary, and then they summoned it, and it was like this tall, and then they had noticed that in the book it said actual size. So that was the actual size of the demon. It was funny in the show, I promise. Genesis 6-9 VIP. AJ, Piers, and Wendy all like Noah for this. Yeah, Genesis, Noah. Noah's definitely a VIP. Celis says Buffy takes over. I know, apologies. I'll stop. I could spend all stream talking about Buffy with y'all, but there's a crossword stream. We're doing Arkadium's hard crossword. That's what it's about. Picnic tote does look like chest after all. Crate and cream no longer work with Noah, so let's put that in. Way back in time. Way back in time. And let's look at 62 as well. Mental acuity. Melissa Bogle writes once. Yeah, Jessica and Debvox like once. That works. And what do we have here? Mental acuity. Juliana Hubbard guesses BCE for way back in time, which definitely, that is way back in time, but unfortunately it's only 3 letters, not 4. Pixie likes wits for 62 across. Yeah, keep your wits about you. Mental acuity. 49 down, deceives, so to speak. Huh. I feel like with the S, this has to be snows. That is not a sense of the word snows I have ever used. Do people say this? Everyone's writing snows in chat, but do people actually say this? Oh, you really snowed me there. Is that a thing? And bonded by electrostatic forces, crossing Being a Blank, a Sean Connery book. Wheels 45 says absolutely they do. Really? Chris Everlasting says yes, I've said it. Okay, I gotta add this to my vocabulary. I've heard it used as got snowed. Wow. Okay. Being a Scot is the Sean Connery book, and ionic bonds, as opposed to covalent bonds, are the ones governed by electrostatic forces. Looking great. Looking great. Many a Mormon. T-I and 4 blanks. Many a Mormon. Rob says I've never heard it as a plural. Loki and the Miniest Mini also got ionic on YouTube. Nice job to you guys. Ah, I see. Dad Not Dude and Melissa and Matza are writing tither. Jessica tither. Wow. Many a Mormon is a tither. Also not a word you use every day. A tithe is like a donation to the church. Fiona got tither. Nice work. Graham Cracker says Utah. Yeah, doesn't work with the letters we have in place, but plausible. Here we have start with logically. Start with logically. What is that? Oh, should we check 59? Maybe after we get this. After we get this, I want to check the last themer and see if we can get it with not too many letters in place. John R. and Sella both say assume, which does make sense for start with logically. You start with your assumptions, and then you logically deduce from there. And let's look at 59 across. Luau Entertainment, we are looking for a rhyme of a zodiac sign. Luau Entertainment. I already see the HU, but hula... Ah! Ayunabang Mail. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your username. You were predicting it from way back. I get it now. Hula Dancer, and Dancer rhymes with Cancer, which is a zodiac sign. It was quite a theme. Trio and Leo, Chorus and Taurus, Crises and Pisces, and Dancer and Cancer. Zodiac sign rhyme. Very nice. No Nefarious Aquarius. Sorry to you, Mel. I liked it. Maybe it's too long for the crossword answers. Initials associated with 24 down. What was 24 down? Cats. Cats the musical. But what initials are associated? Drink Fit Coke says it does not rhyme with cancer, not for me at least. How come? Is this an accent thing? Dancer and cancer. I definitely say them the same way. Wheels45 writes TSE. Everyone's writing TSE, actually. TSE is typically T.S. Eliot. Is T.S. Eliot associated with the musical Cats? Drink Fake Coke says dancer and cancer. So you say dancer. Yeah, this is one of those, maybe this is one of those themes where the American focus of these crosswords really matters. N-Dog and Dad Not Dude says that T.S. Eliot wrote the book that Cats is based on. See, I learned a bunch of stuff today. Starting with P, that little ball in a whistle is called a P. I did not know that. That's my favorite fact of the day. User255 says, drink fake Coke. Well, then you say it wrong. Oh, no. Don't pick fights with the Brits in chat. Moved sinuously. Actually, don't see a guess that I'm happy with. Hey, Miguel says I'm Irish. And dancer and cancer rhyme for me. Interesting. Carlito says eeled. Yeah, to move sinuously. I guess you eel through a crowd, maybe? Or you eel through the water? Coco likes eeled. Add up to. Add up to, 3 letters starting with an A. Add up to. Do the others rhyme for you? Crises, Pisces. I guess I don't know how that wouldn't rhyme. Yeah, people guessing different things for 60 down. The Minius Mini says, we got loads of accents in the UK. I say it... Actually, I don't understand the rest of your comment. But it's definitely true. You guys got a lot of accents. I'm not loving the guesses I'm seeing for 60 down, if I'm going to be frank with y'all. A lot of people want amount. Oops. But the problem, I guess I get amount to, add up to, but there's no indication in the clue that this should be abbreviated. That is troubling me. Drink Fake Coke says, yeah, plenty of British people would rhyme dancer and cancer. Okay. So how do you decide when to say something dancer and when it's, why isn't it concert? Creole Christmas cookbook guy. Mike Myers joined, I assume the one and only. Yeah, it's got to be Emerald, right? Emerald Lagasse. It's the celebrity chef who says, bam. Very nice. Loki on YouTube, I like your guess. R. Hard clue, very hard clue. But if you think about it, if these things add up to 100, they are 100. We do use the word are in this sense to mean equal. I like Loki's guess. 66 across, 15 across with its words switched. With its words switched. In cash. What? So in cash, we switch the words for cash in. So this means cash in. Hey, Miguel says redeem. Dad Not Dude is like, that's a stretch. Yeah, I kind of like it, though. A very unusual mechanism. In cash, and then you switch it for cash in. It's like a mini theme right there. You could build a crossword around this concept. I wouldn't want all my clues to be like this, but I'm glad to have seen that. Here comes Garfield character. Yeah, Loki says R can mean equal to. I agree. Oh, Dad Not Dude says no, I meant R is a stretch for total. I don't know, is it? I'm really trying to think of an example. I feel like there are examples that would make that clear, but I'm failing to come up with one on the spot. But Jenny Jelly says that Odie is the character in Here Comes Garfield. Yeah, Odie is the dopey dog that is kind of Garfield's nemesis or bully target. Lubu followed. Thanks, Lubu. Yeah, Drink Fake Cook says these things are equals these things add up to. Yeah, exactly. Two halves are a whole. That's a nice example, Amy. Ooh, Pegan Van followed. Thank you. Glove part. Juliana Hubbard on Facebook writes palm. Yeah, that looks good. Very nice. I'm getting all the waves in chat. Ooh, and a palm tree from Sella. Very, very nice. Snoozy followed. Thank you, Snoozy. You guys are the best. All right, we are almost there. Only a couple squares left in this crossword. And Shania on Instagram wrote palm. Wow, our first Instagram comment of the day. Well done, Shania. Yes, pundits' pieces look like op-eds. That's great. And what else? Let's look at this little one. The Last Jedi pilot. Okay. There must be Star Wars fans in chat. I'll confess I mostly know this from solving crosswords. I sort of fell off the Star Wars train in the new movies. But you guys know it. Aries Gaming and Jilly and Pekin Van write Ray. Okay. Highlighter, for instance. Yeah, Shania says Daisy Ridley. That's right. Shania is working both platforms right now. You got a bunch of tabs open, huh? Flash Gordon says pen for highlighter. That looks good. Yeah, highlighter is like a pen. And what do we have here? Map marker. Map marker. Yeah, pin. Ndog and Shania and Idek all like pin. Very good. So we got pin and pen. Which for Midwestern Americans, these rhyme. They don't only rhyme, they're the same, just the same word. Pin and pen. Not for me, though. All right, we are almost there. Jilly got a pin emoji. I didn't even know that existed. A whole lot. Charlie says immensely. I like that. And we only have 2 squares left in this crossword. What do we have? In-flight stat and base of some flower. What are we thinking? What's it going to be? Yeah, I think Brandon Kaplan. Wow, chat is going too fast for me. But a bunch of people say alt. I think it's actually alt. Altitude is the stat for in-flight. And rye flower is what people think. And what's that going to give? Numbered road is a route. All right, I think this is going to be an E. Our last square in the puzzle is an E. Should we, are we going to get the confetti? Want to give me a drum roll? We'll either get the confetti or we'll get a sad error message and have to hunt down a problem. But I'm feeling good about this one. And while I have you all hostage, let me ask you one more time. Do follow us. If you enjoyed this, we do this every single day at noon Eastern time. New crosswords. Same. Yeah, Wendy followed. Thank you, Wendy. Following helps us continue the show, and it's also a great way to remind you of when we're streaming. Mason Gull followed. Thank you. All right, getting all my drum rolls. I'm putting an E in, and let's find out. Nice. Nice work, everybody. Jared followed. Kate followed. You guys are the best. This was a fun crossword, a weird one. Zodiac sign rhymes. And the title was What's Your Line, which rhymes with What's Your Sign. That's actually the idea. Trio rhymes with Leo. Chorus rhymes with Taurus. Crises and Pisces. Dancer and Cancer, although there's maybe some contention about whether these in fact rhyme for all English speakers. Well done today, everybody. Check out Arkadium.com. They put out awesome crosswords like this every day and lots of other games too. You will not be bored at Arkadium. And maybe one day we'll do a Buffy exclusive stream because I could talk to you all about Buffy all day, every day. This was a lot of fun. I will see you all soon and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, everyone.